Purvi. So today's video is going to be a makeup for beginners video. So in this video I'm going to talk to you all about primers, foundations, concealers, powders and all of that stuff. So I'm going to show you how to get that flawless base because that's the most important thing in makeup. So if you want to know how to do that, then please keep on watching. So the first thing that you need to remember is that you need to wash your face. So because you need a clean base before putting on any kind of makeup on your face. So start off by washing your face with a face wash. So the one that I have used today is Neutrogena's Deep Clean Hydrating Bamboo Gel Cleanser, and this is what it looks like. So this is a good face wash to get that clean base for your makeup application. So after washing your face, the next step is to tone your face. Now toning your face is extremely important and many people forget that. The big pores that you might be having on your face is because you're not using a toner on your face. So after you're done washing the face, what happens is that the pores that are there on your face, they open up, and it's very important that you close these pores because otherwise the pores are going to get clogged and they're going to be visible on your face. So it's important that you use a toner. So the one that I'm going to be using is Neutrogena's Deep Clean Blackhead Eliminating Cooling Toner, and this is what it looks like. Make sure that the toner that you're using is without alcohol because alcohol dries out your skin. So I've just taken it on my cotton pad and I'm just going to use it on my face now. This will also get rid of the excess dirt you might be having on your face. So after you're done with the toner, the next step is to moisturize your face. Now it's extremely important that you keep your skin hydrated, otherwise the makeup is going to look dry and patchy on your skin and you don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to be using L'Oreal's Hydra Fresh All Day Hydration Deep Boosting Essence, and this is what it looks like. So according to your skin type, you're supposed to use a moisturizer. So I have combination skin, so I'm using this one because this is a gel like consistency moisturizer. So that's why I'm going to be using this, and it's very light also. So for the summer season I don't want something too heavy on my face. If you have drier skin, then make sure you're using a foundation which is more thicker in consistency. Make sure you apply it on your neck as well. So you're done with the three basic steps that are there. So cleansing your face, toning your face and then moisturizing it. So now we're going to start off with the first makeup basic, and that is primers. Now primers are used for a variety of reasons. If you have bigger pores on your skin that you need to hide, or if you have fine lines and you need to cover those, or if you have uneven skin tone or texture to cover that. So primers are used for a lot of reasons. So I'm going to share with you all my 3 favorite primers that I use for 3 different reasons. So let's get started. I'm going to talk to you all about the primers and simultaneously use it on my face. Now one thing to keep in mind is that you don't need to use all of these 3 primers on your face at a time, but I'm just going to show you all how to use it on my face. So the first we're going to start off with is Max Prep and Prime. This is what it looks like. So this I'm just going to spray it on my face. This will make sure that the makeup stays in place all day, and the makeup application is much even when you use this on your face. So just so I've just sprayed this Max 6 Plus on my face right now. So this is going to make sure that my makeup stays in place. Next I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional, and this is what it looks like. Now this primer is used to minimize the appearance of the pores that you might be having near the nose area, and this is the smallest size that I have. So I'm just going to take some of it on my fingers and I'm just going to apply it near the nose area and the forehead and the chin as well, because you tend to have bigger pores over there. And this has silicone like consistency, so this is going to cover those pores that are there. So you're done with that, and the third primer that I'm going to be using is Colorbar's Perfect Match Primer, and this is what it looks like. So this is mainly to minimize the appearance of the fine lines that you might be having or the uneven texture that your skin might be having. So this is what the consistency looks like, and I'm just going to apply it on my face now. Again, this also has silicone in it, and most primers do because that makes sure that the makeup stays in place. So just applying it all over my face. So you're done with the primers. I hope this was easy to understand. If you have any doubts or queries regarding any of the products that I'm using and how you're supposed to use them, then make sure you leave a comment down below because I'll be happy to answer all of your doubts and queries. So the next is concealers. Now concealers can be really intimidating for some people because they're used for a variety of purposes and it's very confusing as to which concealer to use. So I'm going to talk to you all about concealers now. So concealers are used for a variety of purposes to cover the redness that you might be having on your face, or the under eye bags that you might be having, or the blemishes that you might be having. So they are used for a variety of purposes. So I'm mainly going to use it for the dark circles that I have, and also if there are any blemishes on my face, then I'm going to cover that as well with the concealer. So I'm going to talk to you all about my two favorite concealers, and the first is MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC42, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, this is more yellow in tone. So this yellow is going to cancel out the darkness that's there under the eyes. And the more affordable option for concealers is Freedom Cosmetics Pro Conceal and Correct palette, and this is what it looks like. So this has 6 colors in this, and it comes in 4 variants. So like light, then light to medium, medium to dark, and then the darkest one. So this one is in the variant medium to dark. I like this one because you can just mix and match the colors and then use it on your face. So the brush that you can use for concealing is this Real Techniques brush, and this is what it looks like. You can also use a finger for this. So now on one eye I'm just going to conceal it with this MAC concealer, and then on the other eye I'm going to be using the Freedom Cosmetics concealer, so you all can see. So now just start concealing. So make sure you're dabbing the product. Make sure you're using the product on your eyelids as well. And then the under eyes. So as you can see the difference between the two eyes, this eye is completely like concealed, and whereas you can see the darkness on this eye. And then I'm going to be using this one. So I usually use this shade that's there. Just taking it on a brush and then using it on my eyelids first. Make sure you're using the concealer in the inner corners of your eye as well, because they tend to be slightly dark. So yeah, this was the use of concealers, and now as you can see my under eyes are completely covered. Now after you're done with primers and concealer, the next you move on to is the main part of the base, which is foundations. Now foundations can have different undertones, so neutral, pink and yellow undertones. So according to your skin undertone, you're supposed to select the foundation, and even companies that are there or brands that are there, they also have foundations according to different undertones. So I have yellow undertones. So now I'm going to share with you all my favorite foundations and how you're supposed to apply them. So I'm going to show you all 3 of my faves, and I've also done a video on my favorite foundations, so make sure you check that out. So if you have oily skin, then you should definitely go for the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte and polish, and this is what it looks like. This is great if you have oily skin because this is going to keep your face matte. If you have dry skin, then you should go for a foundation which will give you luminosity and dewiness on your face. So the Chanel's Vital Lumiere foundation is my favorite, and this is what it looks like. And last one is my favorite, and this is L'Oreal's Magic Nude Liquid Powder foundation, and this is what it looks like. This has to be my all-time favorite because it makes your skin look like skin, and it's very natural, and the coverage is just appropriate. So if you want something which will give you light coverage and not too much, then you should definitely go for this one. So I'm going to be mixing 2 foundations today, and I'm going to be mixing L'Oreal's Magic Nude Liquid Powder and the Chanel Vital Lumiere one. So now you can use different brushes for foundation as well, and sponges also you can use. So this one is Real Techniques buffing brush, and this is what I love the most. And these are the sponges that you can use, and sponges make your life much easier, and you can use any product with the sponges. And if you don't want to spend money on brushes, then you should definitely go for these sponges that are there. So this one is by Pack Cosmetics, and this is for only $485. So you should definitely go for this one rather than going for the expensive beauty blender. And this one is by Real Techniques. So now I'm just going to be mixing these 2 foundations that are there. Just taking it on the back of my hand and then mixing it. So for today, I'm going to be using the buffing brush that I have from Real Techniques. So just taking it on the brush and then starting from the center of your face, going make sure you are using this on your neck as well, because you don't want the neck and the face to look different. So now I'm just going to start blending this on my face in circular motion. So yeah, this is how it should look like. So as you can see, this was really easy to do. There was nothing too complicated about this entire process. So after you've done a foundation and you've achieved the flawless base, the next thing you move on to is brightening up your under eye area that's there. Now this is again an optional step, but I'm just going to show it to you all because I love doing this, and the effects of this, I'm going to see how much of a difference it makes. So I'm going to be using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 25 medium, and this is what it looks like. And again, I'm going to be using a brush for this as well, but you can definitely just go for the sponge or your fingers to blend this. I'm going to be using this kind of a brush because it makes blends the concealer really well. So now I'm just going to show it on one eye so you all can see the difference. This is how the applicator looks like. I'm just going to put it under the eyes like so. So in a triangular shape, I'm just going to put it under the eyes. I'm going to cover this entire area, then the inner corners of the eyes as well, then the forehead, the bridge of my nose, and the mouth area because it tends to be slightly darker. Now I'm just going to blend this and show you all the difference. So as you can see the difference between the two eyes, this eye is much brighter and it looks wide open, whereas this eye is not that bright enough. So that's why I love doing this, and you just have to use a color which is slightly lighter than your foundation shade. So whenever you're going to pick up a brightening concealer for yourself, to carry your foundation with you as well, and whichever color is lighter than your foundation shade, that is the one that you're supposed to use for brightening purposes. Doing the same thing on the other eye. This is how it should look like after you're done with the brightening concealer. So after you're done with this, the next step you move on to is setting all of this in place, because you applied so much of product on your face, so you don't want the product to melt off your face. So for setting the makeup in place, you're going to be using powders. So you can either go for a compact powder or you can go for a loose powder. I'm going to show you all both. And you can either go for a compact powder like this, whichever one you have. So Maybelline also has some great powders. And you can also go for a loose powder, which is this one. This is Inglots loose powder. So as you can see, this color is not my skin color. This is a lighter color. This is like a peach tone color. This is just going to make sure that it brightens up my under eye area as well. So I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush, powder brush that's there. Just going to take some of it on my brush and then patting off the excess, and then just putting it under the eyes. So wherever you've applied the brightening concealer that's there, you're supposed to use the powder there. So this is how your makeup should look like. As you can see, it looks extremely natural, and so you don't have to worry about your makeup looking too much or like too cakey or anything like that. This is the lipstick that I use. This is In Color Cosmetics Matte Me Ultra Smooth Lip Cream in the shade 415, and I love this shade because it looks extremely natural and you can just wear it and then not worry about it because the lipstick is going to stay in place all day. So this is how your makeup should look like. Now in this video I've only spoken about foundation, concealer, primer and all of that, but I'm going to be making a part 2 video where I'm going to talk about blush, contouring, highlighting and all of that, and eyeshadows as well. So stay tuned for that. So for that, do subscribe to my channel so that you'll are notified as and when I upload a video. I hope you like this video, and if you did, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with all your friends who might be intimidated with the entire process of how you're supposed to do your makeup, because there are so many products in the market, so it can be confusing. So I hope I have narrowed it down for you all and have made it easier. Make sure you follow me on my social media, that is Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. The handle is bestofbeauty29. All the products that I've showed in this video are mentioned in the description box below, so make sure you check that out, and please do leave a comment down below for anything that you want me to answer, or if you have any requests on any makeup tutorials or any product reviews that you want me to do, then make sure you leave a comment down below for that as well. And subscribe to my channel, guys. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.